Probably, Rod. That's because you play fucking Drakengard 3 too much. Oh yeah, I have big bad boss fight. I'm gonna get some water because I don't have to.
Yes, my ear pop.
I gotta put away the hummus. Did I do that already? No, I closed it. Whew, I have not been this tired. Alright. I'm gonna close up a window. Ow. Alright, kiddos. This feels weird because usually I've had to like stop what I'm doing by now. Alright, so looks like we got Alec, Vane, Kev. Hope you guys are having a terrific night.
I'm just doing full weed right now.
It's alright.
I'm a little tired, but
I'm fucking exhausted given what I've been through. So, yo, my man Most, long time no see, homie. Plan to speedrun it. I want to do a speedrun a couple of days before it the fucking remake comes out. So for those of you that don't know about Emil, welcome to why Emil looks the way he does. This shit's brutal, by the way. Emil has zero luck. He is smart, he is cute, he has zero luck.
I remember now. I remember everything.
I'd be down. I really suck at all of the games, but I'd be down.
We used to be humans. Normal humans. Just a bunch of regular human kids like you'd see anywhere.
So for those of you that at this point still haven't fucking pieced it together,
We came here.
Emil is realistically at the end of Nier Automata the only potential real human left on the
They used
anywhere.
magic to perform terrible experiments on
Because
us.
he got fucked over, and that's why he
Eventually,
looks
they
the way he does now.
Yep,
Managed to create a perfect weapon.
the ultimate
The name of
weapon.
that weapon was number 6. But soon they lost control of number 6, and the experiment was deemed a
Ugh.
failure. They had to create a weapon that could.
We could
beat
always
number
bring it
6.
to GDQ's attention and kind of take over for a day or two.
Me.
I'd run like bingo or like in an A race with y'all, but I'm not very good.
Weapon or not, you're still just a meal.
there's also, since they're all RPGs, the Limit Break channel.
Yeah, you could definitely limit break would probably be cool to have that.
I think the only potential hang-up would be Kaine's
This
language, but
is
that would be
number
less of a
6.
big deal because
She's
it wouldn't be a
she's my
charity
sister.
event. So
Yeah, I think most of like the really bad stuff that she says is like skippable in cutscenes, or like if you do the strats right, you're pretty quick through most of the language.
Greatest weapon ever made, and
Yes, what of it?
You could do like AE of pretty much every game, which is nice, or bingo.
What do we do?
Yeah, Dad One Children is pretty sketchy.
if my sister
Nier Automata has been run. I don't know if Gestalt has been run in any way, shape, or form on it.
my original self becomes lost, I'm afraid I may try to hurt all of you.
I will never do anything for that organization ever.
I want you to kill me.
You have to get him
why'd
out
you
of
go
there
that far
now.
now?
What?
You're not going to lose anyone else.
Why'd I go that?
Why are you going that far?
Personal hang-ups with the organizer.
Shit.
What, really longathon?
Oh, okay. I thought you were talking about GDQ. It's like, what?
Oh, GDQ, no. I wish they'd clarify the rules and make things more transparent, but I don't have issues with anyone that organizes it or works for them. Dude, I love Spike. I love Hobbs. I don't know how Keys feels about me, but I think he's a pretty okay dude. I've never had issues with Kasumi, I believe her name is. I've talked to Mike Uyama many times at Limit Break. Like, I've never had an issue with anyone in GDQ at all, ever. Really longathon. The dude that runs it, yeah. I ain't here to blow up anybody's spot, but he used to be like an extreme alt-right piece of shit, and people can change, but And then personally, the way he treated me throughout the years, no thanks. Sorry, my life's too short and full of misery to let someone else ruin it for me besides myself. So I stay away from it.
I think Bro's fine, honestly.
Who?
Brosentia.
Oh, I don't have issues with Brosentia. It's just one of those things. The last kind of issue I had with him, it was he gets wrapped up in emotional stuff a lot without thinking before he speaks. And instead of just saying like, all right, well, maybe I fucked up, he just kind of does that double down move of I didn't actually learn anything. But like personally, I'm sure I could interact with him at the next Limit Break and be like, hey man, and he'd be super excited and super happy. And you know, I don't hold grudges about stuff that happens, you know, at least like that. Like that's
Especially with that particular incident, with it being like, okay, I see both sides.
yeah.
This is really awkward for me.
Yeah, it's super awkward. The biggest issue was like at some point, like they just wouldn't let it go, and it's like, dude, like you actually need to let it go. You're starting to actually really make a fool of yourself right now.
Stay your weapons. Such attacks will hurt Emil as well. How is magic any different? The lad is highly resistant to it. Let's kill that thing with magic and get Emil out of there.
But nah, I've never carried any ill will. Like, I especially really got along with his boyfriend, Mango. Mango, right?
Yeah.
No, Mango's such. I mean, that dude is such a fucking sweetheart. Like I've never seen someone like as chill as that dude. Like he just like always is 100% just straight maxing and relaxing. The other thing is, I don't want to get too good at this game because I don't want to steal my boy Skate for 11's record, because, you know, homies don't do each other like that.
Emil, we're coming for you. Come back to us.
Exactly, they do each other's moms instead. I mean, what?
Yeah, I mean, don't get me wrong, I had my issues with the way he handled the issue, but I can understand why he would get as sensitive to the issue as he did. I also think it's one of those things, it's a lack of experience of dealing with Luz. I mean, don't get me wrong, I really think Luz didn't need to instigate a lot of the shit that he did, but that's also just kind of Luz. Like, I've spent a lot of time with that boy, but
a lot of the drama he's been involved with, he honestly could have handled so much better. But
it's Luz. It's literally Luz. I'm pretty sure he literally lives to just debate with people. To be fair, like, I 100% do not see eye to eye with most of his viewpoints, but he has taught me a lot about learning to, like, debate and, like, become smarter with how I engage people. But I don't know. You know, the other thing is, a lot of people don't know Spanish as well as he does, because he speaks it natively, and there's always going to be a difference between translation and native. And I'm sure a lot of things that he says gets taken out of context, but whatever. I let shit like that go into the past, because realistically, it wasn't like, you know, Bro essentially did what he had to do to protect, like, the community that he fosters, and I get that. And what happened to Luzbel was a violation of GDQ rules anyway, and that's how I see it. Yay, we saved Emil.
By stabbing him in the face.
Yep. Yeah, Rod, wait until you get a check mark and everybody expects answers from you. It's great. The other thing is, I'll defend my friends. Like, I've spent what, 3 or 4 years with Luzbel. In many situations with him, being with people of various religions, skin colors, races, creeds, genders, and he has been nothing but the utmost respectful person.
Emil!
That's a good person. And I can spot shitbirds from a mile away because I am a piece of shit. I have learned the technique of hiding shit you don't want people to know. Not saying, like, I'm currently a bad person, but, like, you know, back in the day, your boy used to do some outlandish shit. But it's very easy to spot a shitbird. Dude, I don't. I hung it up. I gave up drugs. I gave up drinking. I gave up fucking being a scumbag. I'm too old. I just want to fucking grow old with my fucking lady, you know? Like, that's where I'm at, man. Poor Emil. He's still cute, though.
Welcome back, Emil. You've been through a lot.
Yeah, exactly, Brighton. When you grow up in a troubled environment or you're around people that are nefarious or full of shit, you know. Alec, I know you know that, because I generally trust your judge of character with people. Because if you, like, legitimately tell me you have a problem with someone, they probably did something really fucking egregious.
I'm also pretty relaxed about things, usually.
Yeah, like, and that's the other thing. Like, you're pretty open to a lot of shit, and your skin's thick. So I know if it ruffles your feathers, like, it's something that I should probably be actively worried about.
You look really cool.
Knock it off.
I think I'm okay now.
I just want to know how he turns into a pile of bones and just starts levitating.
I know this is how I look now. I was terrified at first, but I think I'm okay with it. I have the magic I wanted, and I can use it to bring Kaine back to life.
Emil was a very handsome boy.
We should hurry. She's waiting. I sure hope seeing me doesn't petrify her. You know.
Here's Emil making a fucking terrible joke. Dude, she's petrified to a wall because you stuck her there 5 years ago. Yeah, to be honest, Alec and you and Brighton would get along, vice versa as well. Brighton, you're more like a country vaudeville version of Alec. And it's probably because you grew up mostly in the Midwest.
Whenever I interacted with Kaine,
And Alec, you grew up in the fucking Wisconsin.
Actually didn't spend much time in Wisconsin, was just born.
Really? Where'd you spend most of your time growing up?
Michigan.
Here we go.
Michigan. Yeah, that's right. So, state or university?
Meh, I guess state. Kind of on a tiebreaker because U of M is kind of hidden.
Yeah. Don't say that too loud or Alfino will get mad.
She's used to it by now, I'm sure.
The beast approaches. Oh, I got it.
Yeah, exactly, Brighton. I try and be as... Generally, I'm as non-confrontational as possible. But we'll see how quickly that changes in the current climate. Y'all don't want to see old Ben come out because he's a very, very fucking dangerous person. Hey, at least you don't have to use stair strats now.
Did you remember to buy healing item?
Yeah, I was able to buy healing items, so I made sure I had them for once. Do I want to watch House tonight so I can actually sleep, or do I want to, like, catch up on anime I'm way behind on?
I'd get some sleep, honestly.
Yeah, I haven't felt this tired in a while. Oh, this mount's about to get crushed. Shelby was watching it for a while, so I think I'm in like season 5. I forgot how brutal this fucking game was in certain places. Yeah, dude, I'm exhausted. I need some sleep. The best thing I can do for myself this week is to get like normal sleep and maintain my normal schedule and pretend that nothing has changed.
Alive. Stay alive. Stay alive.
I do want to finish up Izuken though, because that is one of the most beautiful like anime I've encountered in recent years. Just the animation style and the artwork is just so cool.
Isn't that the one about a like a high school anime club where they tried to essentially defraud their high school into paying for them to make an anime?
Yeah, it's really cool. Like, it has Studio Ghibli levels of like world building. You know how like Ghibli always goes over the top when it's like they're building villages or backdrops kind of deal. It's like that. But there's also like there's super clean animation, but it's also juxtaposed with like super rough sketchy style of like what would be like sketches. Like it's really cool. They nailed the feeling between
Good to see you.
super refined anime and like this is how anime is made.
Yeah, I've heard a lot of good things about that one.
Would recommend. The characters are super fucking cool too.
Oh, it's a long time. Any luck with Yona?
We are still no closer to finding her. We need a way to locate the Shadow Lord.
This is for you.
Lunar tears. Did you make this?
It's just a little welcome back gift. It's not much, I know.
It's nothing like the one Grandma used to make, but... oh, hell. Thanks.
Excuse me.
Oh, thanks for destroying my fucking library again.
That's great. Listen, can I talk to you for a minute?
This doesn't make sense.
Please, try to understand. People are tired and scared, and I'm sorry. I'm sorry you have to bear the brunt of that.
It's crap.
It's okay. We can sleep outside.
No one's sleeping outside. You and Kaine saved this village, and now they want to run you out?
People are afraid of us. And really, I understand. I mean, look at me. As long as you're still with us, I can deal with it. Right, Kaine?
I'm used to sleeping outside.
I'm sorry.
We'll see you later.
We're sorry.
Oh yeah, I forgot that massive slight to the party.
What is the matter?
Kaine always sleeps outside. I never thought about that until just now. How could I have not noticed that? How selfish am I? What the hell is wrong with me?
We should turn in.
Dude, Papa Nier is such good people. Wanted to grab Popol and strangle her. Dad deny, bro. I think that, like, not knowing the story of this game, I think this is when I started to figure stuff out. Like, really figure stuff out. Why am I getting an ad on my Oh, my TV's connected to the internet. Get out of here. I don't want to watch your shitty fucking movie. My dad's not a phone. Duh. Yo, how's Crusader Kings 2, by the way?
Going alright. I am going for one of the more difficult achievements right now, and I'm doing it in kind of a weird way, which is making it kind of interesting.
I figured, because I saw you, like, quit and start it, like, multiple times.
Yeah, that's, like, sometimes I'll test things out when I don't want to scour a menu, and so it's like I kind of keep things functionally legit in that I am like I'm just getting information that I have access to, but finding would be a pain.
Yeah.
And or like what I would have to search a wiki for. It's kind of like, okay, I'm gonna save, and I'm in Iron Man mode. So the only way I can get out of it without it keeping any changes I make is to literally just end the process.
Yep, Alt F4, baby.
But yeah, I just use that to not to cheat, but to
Information find.
Yeah. Just like one of the things that I did not remember was that there are some things about the mechanics of being able to grant independence and about being able to destroy titles and being able to create a couple titles that I have and want to create and give away. That, you know, I could have looked at a wiki for to make sure there were no hang-ups, but like there's just a bunch of stuff like that with that game.
Oh yeah. Alright, sounds good, Brighton. Have a terrific night, man. I only have like an hour left. If I can even make it that long. It also concerns me that after 5 years they never fixed this. Again, another one of the clues. Alright, time to get on that A ending route. I wonder what it's like to be able to create amazing music like this and then like still be a normal human.
Sup?
I've learned my lesson. You don't think I'm normal at this point? I mean, that's a good assumption to make, to be honest.
Being normal is overrated anyway.
Yeah, I'm not worried about it. Funny hard to say, it's hard to say,
Sup?
Not what you meant, but sure. Oh, what are you fucking talking about then, Rod?
The lost shrine is at the other end of this cave.
And the Shadow Lord.
Let us make haste.
I fucking hate climbing this, by the way. Oh, Okay, Okabe. Just look at all these great Japanese composers. Choji Magoro, Nobuo Uematsu, Yoko Shimomura, Keiichi Okabe, Joe Hisashi. Like, just bringing forth that incredible music. I think he's learned to work with Yoko Taro and recognizes the creative genius that's there. Yeah, this part sucks fucking assholes, Night Sprites. Ulo. Ushida. See you, bitch. Welcome back, Brighton. Alright, my brain no worky. Rod, which direction am I pulling here? Up? Won't let me.
I should have paid attention. Because this is just like a Zelda block puzzle.
Well, Rod, you're supposed to know this shit.
Did you just soft lock this puzzle? Because that would be funny.
No. There we go. I just wasn't lined up in the right spot. There we go. Fucking easy breezy, bro. Sorry, my brain was just like fucking having a stroke. Then go back to ironing your brain. Listen here, you little petulant shit. Is this how you treat your elders?
This is all too easy.
Some of them. You're special.
Grandpappy Kios. Wow, thanks to that really late magic, Emil. Good fucking job, buddy.
Good job.
Wow, I did not do much better there. I think that's the other issue I have with this is you can charge like a full one of those and you only get like 2 hits out of it, to be honest. I'm sure there's a skip there that I can't do. Yeah, you did get moderated for trying to say the word grandpa. The dad word with the DY at the end also gets moderated too, because we don't use those words here.
I mean, I get one variation of it, but grandpa, I'm not sure.
Something else.
Yeah, I'm guessing that wasn't exactly what was typed.
Nope. I think the thing that I find most impressive is that most of the music that Keiichi Okabe does, it really focuses on the human voice being the lead. A few songs, but yeah, the chorals are absolutely incredible, dude. I think it's the issue is that the music is much more haunting in this game. It's decidedly less positive. It is very, very, very on the negative side of life.
Yeah, I have exactly 2 blocked words, and one of them is the D word, the other one is cringe, because I just don't like cringe culture.
Yeah, I forget what I had to add a bunch of wacky shit when I was on front page that I never really just bothered taking off, because it's probably good practice just to have some of it there.
Yeah.
Is it because Drakengard 2 is just a fucking pile of shit video game, Rod? I also love giving Rod shit because I don't think he knows me well enough how to defend his position yet. I will get a copy of Drakengard 2 and I will play it eventually. Like, once we get a release date, though, I will start going hard on this shit and we'll do like a full series casual playthrough. The OST bangs. So does William Hung and Ricky Martin. I forget who I was talking to about William Hung. I think it was actually Shelby. And she was like, at one point I owned a William Hung CD, and I was like, you would. You do too, no, dude. It's so bad, it's good. I think I might still make ramen at the end of the night. I'm fucking starving. My entire caloric intake today consisted of a glass and a half of sake, a Jamaican chicken patty. You know what I mean when I say that?
Yeah.
Yeah, so for those that aren't familiar with the terminology, like a Jamaican patty it's basically like a pastry, kind of think like a Hot Pocket type deal. I guess almost a pasty would probably be a better word for it for the UK folk. Either way, one of those and some fucking pretzels and hummus and half pork chip. Dude, Jamaican patties are fucking god tier. You're in fucking Cali, right? So let me fucking tell you, Night Sprites, about fucking empanadas. I know you already know about them, but the rest of probably the world doesn't. Empanadas are God's gift to the world. There's a place in Santa Ana that's run by this Venezuelan family. And dude, their ham and cheese empanada is like the dough is just vaguely sweet, and it mixes so well with the saltiness of the ham and the creaminess of the cheese, dude. It is this little untold treasure, and you know it's good because like fucking if you're familiar with like baseball like I am, like I was looking at like, you know how restaurants have like photos up of celebrities that come in. They're all Venezuelan, like baseball, soccer, and fucking, you know, other sports stars. And it's like, all right, well, well, they like it. Yeah, what the fuck happened to this room? Holy shit, Rod, I can't believe you've done this to me. Oh, Vegas. Who the fuck is in California? Splits in Arizona, you're in Vegas. I don't know why I think you're in California. It's the same reason why I think Alpaca is not where he is. Like, I know, but then I just apparently forget because for some reason I probably think it's funny to just like continually like fuck this shit up. It's alright. I said Alec was in Wisconsin. He was not.
Yeah, I was born there, lived there for like 6 months. Then I went back for 1 year.
Yeah, and it's stupid because we talk about like where you live and all the like the breweries and great food places that are there, and just like I just said Wisconsin. Like I don't know what the fuck to tell y'all. It's honestly it's probably due to like not sleeping for 3 weeks. So
Yeah, you should get on that tonight.
Oh, I will, dude. I'll probably like watch an episode or two of House, fucking lament about my situation, and then realize that this is what was supposed to happen, and just deal with it and get some rest. And tomorrow is a new day, and I have a very small workload, so I'm gonna try and do a lot of dishes, clean up the apartment, and get it ready to be fucking returned to like a fucking responsible adult, you know? I am kind of upset that I didn't PB tonight because I probably should have. But we'll get there. Yeah, I definitely am going to need some really... Yeah, I'll make like some ramen or something. Grew up in LA, you're for it. Yeah, dude, LA to Vegas. Like the last time we were in LA, I thought about it. Same thing with Salt Lake, because Salt Lake's only, what, like 6 hours, I think? From LA or something like that? Or no, I'm sorry, other direction. Salt Lake City is only like 4 hours from Vegas, I think. Well, like I've been to LA and, you know, I'm okay with it, I guess.
I want you to.
Native people from like LA bum me out. People that have moved there for like their careers and stuff, like they're cool.
Let you in.
Oh, it's no big deal. Right, Kaine?
I'm used to it.
Well, you shouldn't be. It's crap, and it needs to change.
Okay.
I wish everyone felt the same way. It's all right, really. I like camping out with Kaine. It's kind of fun in a weird way. Sometimes we sit around the fire and tell stories. Roast.
Emil, that's enough. I got a fucking image to maintain.
I got a fucking image to maintain. I'm totally cool with it. If when we get back to Limit Break, I'll do my best to end up renting like a really expensive car by accident again. So the last time we went to Limit Break Brighton, or not last time, it's second to last time we went. We I had in a rental for like normal people car, right? Like normal people, 4 doors, seats 5, no big deal. We get there and the dude's like, I don't have any normal cars. And I was like, I mean, all right, I guess. What do you have for me? He's like, well, I only have like a super luxury car. I was like, well, I mean, like, what do you mean here, Chief? And he's like, I have an Infiniti Q60. And I was like, I mean, I guess you're basically giving me a very fancy Skyline with a slightly smaller engine. He's like, yeah, sure, whatever you just said. I was like, yeah, sure, I'll take it. Is the rate the same? He's like, yeah. I was like, all right, is the insurance the same? He's like, yeah. I was like, fucking bet. Do not give me 400 to 500 horsepower vehicles to operate. I will terrify literally everyone.
I wasn't terrified because...
Did you get in the Infiniti?
Yeah, I watched your eyes and the way you were looking around and was like, okay, at this point I'm more nervous that he's going to get a ticket than get in.
Yeah, because like, dude, I did not want to crash like a $60,000 car. Walk away, insurance or not, dude. That car was fucking fun as shit though, dude. I'm not gonna lie. Just to be able to put my foot down and just move. Alright, so we have to fight. This is going to be the Shadow Lord fight. I'm gonna take a second and stretch my fucking hands. I wish Trad would have been there for that, because he'd definitely have a different opinion of my driving style. Anonymous K-pop divisions are currently taking down police streams across the United States.
Yep.
Are you fucking kidding me?
It's not just K-pop. It's what was it? It was Chicago police ended up getting jammed by chocolate.
Well, it was NWA's "Fuck the Police," and then it was "Chocolate Rain" by Tay Zonday.
Yeah.
Leaders who have hidden in a bunker and gassed their own citizens include Saddam Hussein, Adolf Hitler, and Donald Trump. I don't get it, man. This is so fucking weird. What happened? Where did we get off the normal timeline and end up somewhere not here? Also,
well,
imagine...
We started veering off course around the time Newt Gingrich and company decided to hijack the Republican Party.
I think so.
And since then, it's been all...
What's up, Cloud?
Downhill.
Pretty much. Yo, imagine being the police officers that arrested your own fucking senator and fucking maced and pepper sprayed him while he was being peaceful.
Mm-hmm.
How sweaty are you right now? Cause you know he got your badge name. Your name and your badge number, you know he got it. Or someone's getting it for him. Ooh, Lord. Fuck. I forgot that I gave Shelby all of my batteries. Fuck. Alright, I'll deal with that later. To be honest, Clefairy, after really thinking and sitting down and talking with a lot of my old associates, so if you don't know much about the vape industry, half of it is a bunch of people that just want the government to fuck off, and the other half are blatantly racist pieces of shit who think they're fucking the government by not paying them taxes under that weird guise of libertarian. And the half of the industry that is a bunch of racists can fuck off. I hope you fucking choke and die. But I really, when it comes down to it, I'm more of a fucking anarcho-socialist than anything. Like, I think the government shouldn't be a profit-seeking entity. It should be a break-even entity. And that they should pay for things that everyone uses. Healthcare, schools, education, shit like that, roads, right? Because everyone uses those. The government should pay for it. That's what we pay the government to do, right? They tax us, so they should work on roads.
You hear that, Michigan Republicans?
Yeah.
Fuck you all.
Fuck them all.
Our roads are goddamn dog shit. And it's
Dude, do you know which state has had literally the worst roads ever for the past like 2 decades in a row and going strong? Say hi to Pennsylvania, baby.
The interstates are kind of okay, at least.
The fucking toll roads are okay because
yeah,
that's what it goes to. But it's real, like, this state is so bad because there are bastions of sanity, as I call them. Those would be places like State College, where Penn State is based out of, Altoona, which has a very large Penn State branch, Pittsburgh, Allentown area, and the area we live in, Philly, because we're okay with paying a little bit more tax money, but we get more out of it. One sec. Yeah, exactly. I have a sneeze that might come. Yep. Like, I'll put it this way. During the past couple of weeks, Shelby and I have used a lot of local hotlines and services to help her try and get her shit moving in the right direction. And most of that stuff is funded by public money and local grants and state grants, which are based off of tax money and federal grants that help it.
It's almost like it's necessary, and it's almost like we have representation.
Yeah. Dude, like, so, but when we got redistricted, the entire state, because of the gerrymandering law, it was really bad. This coming election, Pennsylvania is going to be probably blue as fuck, unless all these redneck hillbilly sister fuckers show up to vote, which they probably will, and hopefully then die. I didn't say that out loud, sorry. Freudian slip. Yep. The same agenda when it comes to recent protests. To be honest, Philly is... I'll put it this way, Clefairy. I've lived in the Philadelphia area my entire life. Look up at how fucked up the Philadelphia Police Department has been when they were under people like Frank Rizzo. Or look up Operation Move. And the only issue we've had is with West Philly, with looting and burning shit. And that's because, I will be honest, West Philly is a shithole. West Philly is a lot of drug addicts, low-income areas, a lot of angry, undereducated white people that like to start shit. Having spent a lot of time there. So, the fact that Philadelphia has had almost a week of very, very peaceful protests with very minimal amounts of damage done, and the police not beating the shit out of people, is beyond insane to me. When 30, 40 years ago, they literally firebombed civilians as a police department. It is one of the most heinous and illegal acts ever committed by a fucking police department in the history of the United States. Yeah, no, I hear you, Brighton. I think Philadelphia and Pittsburgh as well. Pittsburgh has been super peaceful for a week, and I give people credit, and I give the police officers credit. It's tough.
Like Pittsburgh, I saw and heard about some of the stuff going on there. I'm like, my dad and I were talking about it. I was like, you know what that means?
The Pirates still suck.
Pittsburgh are doing their job fucking properly.
Mm-hmm. They've been trained. Pittsburgh is a city that's seen a lot of very strange things over the years and has had to adapt wildly. For those that don't know me super well, I'm actually a historian. I have a college degree in history, and my dissertation was about what happens when countries go through the process of deindustrialization, which happened to the area that I live, the area that Brighton lives in, the area that Alec lives in for the most part in the probably late 80s, early 90s. You know, America used to be very big with steel manufacturing and industrialized production units. And these areas were based off of rivers and big waterways. Alec having access in his home state to the Great Lakes. There was a lot of shipping of coal, iron ore, raw steel, just the base manufacturing products. I grew up in an area that had at one point the largest steel manufacturing facility in the United States. Pittsburgh also on the other side of the state, and Youngstown, Ohio area, massive industrial complexes. These areas are also known as the Rust Belt because as other countries have been able to, yeah, Casey did too. Like as other countries have come up and developed and don't have as many EPA restrictions as we have, which are very, very important. We'll belabor that point. It's become not as profit bearing for these companies to keep their areas there, their bases of production, because they can just go overseas and do it cheaper and pay people pennies on the fucking dollar. The other issue lies in the fact that unions are strong and help protect workers from being taken advantage of like this, and companies going bankrupt and basically defaulting on their pensions that they promised the workers they'd pay because their CEOs need that fourth house in Maui or that seventh private jet. Yep. So I've come to terms with this. I've taken note of it and researched it very, very hard. Yeah, Mingo, Ohio. Exactly. Yeah, that's a fucking I think Mingo's pretty close. One of my favorite professors in college literally grew up in Youngstown, Ohio, on the junk pile, as they call it. Either way, it's sad, it's ridiculous, and it just, you know, it is what it is, and hopefully we can change it. You know, I'm not advocating violence on anyone's part. I hate to see violence. The goal of these protests are to affect change without anyone else getting hurt, killed, or anything as such. Yeah, my history professor was one of my favorite people on the face of the planet, because he understood, like, I'm a fucking weirdo and I don't function normally.
What's going on? There's dozens of them!
These are creatures of the darkness. Lure them to the light.
Aim for that nose dead. The lead.
Foolish creatures, you cannot hope to best me.
I am Grimlaw Vice!
These creatures cannot abide the sun. Lure them into the light.
I forgot how fucked this fight gets. Yep, they had shopping centers, that was about it.
I mean, fortunately, a lot of those people are getting dumped on, as they should.
Oh, absolutely. You can't tell me that Martin Luther King wouldn't have supported these protests. Absolutely would have. Yeah, shoutouts to fucking Berlin, Germany, knowing that this is wrong. Japan protesting. Hong Kong in the middle of their issues that they're having, protesting for Black Lives Matter. And they literally just got said, they got told, fuck you, you're not a real country. That's the big dumb move. That's going to cause a global economic collapse even more so than everything else that's been going on. Hong Kong doesn't have autonomy, good luck. There is so much wealth and equity in Hong Kong. And you're gonna force it back under Chinese control without really having a fucking long thought about it? What do I know, right? I don't know shit about economics. Literally everything I've said in the past 4 years is Jesus Christ, that's gonna tank the fucking market or cause a problem. Has tanked the market or caused a fucking problem. Because I'm gonna tell you what, the whole coronavirus thing wouldn't have been super bad on American markets if it was handled properly. And guess what? It fucking wasn't. Dude, Taiwan #1. And fuck China.
Agreed.
Nope, Kaine died again. And the crazy part is 99.99% of average Chinese citizens don't want that. They just want to fucking do their thing and be left alone. It's just the power grabs by fucking Xi, Putin, and Trump. And I don't understand how people are like okay with this and think that, oh, this is totally fine, dude. This is good. I don't understand how anyone can think this is good. This is going to destabilize the entire globe. And I don't want to scare people. I don't want this to come back to bite me. But I think if you're worried about terrorism, you've ever been worried about terrorism, now is the time. Once like this whole weird China, Russia, United States kind of mono empire thing comes to reach, you're worried about extremist terrorism, you're gonna get it. And, you know, 99% of us didn't sign up for this shit.
Kaine, are you all right? We've got to get help.
He doesn't. He can't condemn the people that voted for him, which are basically racist simpletons and smooth brains. Syphilitic dick around. Thank you.
What is that?
That is just fucking ass in your face. Alright. I think there's one fight after this, and then it's probably time to almost call it a night. Take care, Night Sprites. Thank you. Sorry I'm a little preachy tonight. I'm just tired, and there's that kind of kickback of after you've been under stress for 3 or 4 weeks straight, you kind of de-stress. I'm sure I'll be sad eventually. But I'm just gonna keep pushing forward, doing my best. I'm gonna make the apartment as comfortable and as clean and as ready to go as possible, and do my best. Oh, come on, Kaine. I forgot this fight is like absolute hell.
Stay your blade. Magic is required against this foe.
Let's do it!
Emil!
Kaine, please! Come back to us!
Snuck it in there.
Oh dear.
Oh dear.
Kaine! Kaine!
Kaine.
I couldn't hold it back.
Yeah, I think that's the big thing, Brighton. We're all tired and stressed, and the best thing I can tell you and everyone else is to just continue being good humans. Love your fucking neighbor.
Stop it again. As many times
Because if shit gets any worse, we're gonna be relying on each other.
I like sleeping outside because I'm with you, Kaine.
If you're scared of someone because of the color of their skin or the religion they believe in, I promise you they're probably actually a really good person and they cook food better than you.
That last bit, definitely, for sure.
Dude, like,
Right.
there's a Hispanic family down the hall and sometimes they're loud and noisy. I don't hate them for that. They got like 4 people in a 2 bedroom apartment. They're trying their best. I respect them. They respect me. I went outside like when I came back home today, and I could smell it immediately. It was rice, beans, chorizo, peppers, and one of them came out and I was like, "You cooking that dirty rice?" They're like, looking. I was like, "No, like I can smell it, like the food." And she's like, "Oh yeah, see." I was like, "Smells fucking, dude, like it smelled so good." I almost wanted to be like, "Excuse me, por favor, can I have some? Like un poquito para mí?" Like, it just smelled that good. Like, it just rolled through the entire building. You got it. Yeah, dude. Absolutely. I'm never afraid. It's just weird because I'm white as shit. But my Spanish is serviceable enough. Oh, I know abuelita. She's very small. Abuelita. Excuse me, abuelita? My other hope for this game when they remaster is they make it a little bit less confusing for players that don't know what to do. Like, 2 of these are pretty straightforward. The rest of them are like, the other 2 are like, It literally tells you. Sacrifice is back in Emil's area, and Loyal Cerberus is desert. Oh, splendid. By all deeds, let us undertake a murderous rampage.
Yeah, and you know what I would have done if they had given me a play? They would have found, like I would have tried to find out a little bit about something they might like or might need help with.
Oh, then, dude, I always hook them up.
A few days later, there's going to be a knock at their door, and with a little note attached, there will be something like that with saying muchas gracias.
Yeah. Always, dude. I fucking... We're honestly, Shelby and I are like 2 of 6 white people in just our building. Like, we are by far the minority. And I've never been afraid. I trust everyone here. But it's always like since we've started to get out more and kind of interact with the neighbors because there's nothing else to do, like, they've started to realize, like, we both speak Spanish. Like, Shelby used to work in the restaurant industry. Like, you know. And it's nice because I can always compliment them on, like, their cooking or what I see that they're doing. I don't know, man. The world's too short and violent and angry to be full of hate.
Yeah. I live in an area where it's mostly college students. Yep. You know, we have a fair number of black people in the area, so they live their lives. It's fine.
Sarah, just shoot me a message in a couple of minutes. I'll talk to you about it. Alec, I assume you're smart enough to know what's going on.
I have a pretty strong inkling of what it is, and I'm not going to say it up.
Yeah, no. Like, I know you all know, but I...
Like, not something good, but not something really bad either.
A necessary thing that just sucks.
Exactly. Like, that's how I'd classify it, if it's what I think it is.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. You're smart enough. You studied in this shit, so... Actually, you didn't, but... It's one of the things I think you've probably thought about studying in, but realized that at your own, literally the same with me, like, I wanted to, but I realized I wouldn't be able to, like, separate work from home.
Yeah, it would have been too much for me.
You need to sleep? Ricky, why are you still up at fucking 5:30 in the morning? I will fly over there and kick your ass. And that's it, Brighton. And the crazy thing is, Yo, shit. Kev coming in, dropping one on Cliff Fairy Wings. Thank you, homie.
We can actually use.
Like, the biggest difference between being a good neighbor and watching your neighbor's kids while they're out and making sure everything's safe and being a piece of shit is calling the cops on them. Don't be a fucking barbecue Susan. Also, I hate the fucking junkyard. It is the most depressing bullshit ever. The best candy at Halloween? I know you do.
Jacob! Jacob, no! No, this can't be happening!
Yep. That kid is traumatized for life now. Just your brother getting pinned under like a heavy slab and you try and pull him out and his arm just fucking detaches. Oh, dude, I fucking... P33 is one of the most annoying fights in this game. Alright, you know what? It's like 2 minutes difference, but we're gonna fucking rack a save here. Well, you know what? We'll grab the quest. Then we'll call it a night here. I'm gonna pretend that everything is still on normal pace and go to bed. Yeah, brother. I will be in VC a lot more often, just to kind of fill the void here until I get like kind of normalized with like being by myself.
Yeah, I'll try to stop by tomorrow. I'm planning on doing some Sonic and Mass Effect stuff tomorrow because I want to actually start streaming, especially since I just did a couple well-received marathon runs. So
yeah, dude, it's awesome.
Good a time.
Yeah, I will, to be honest, like, once I'm awake and, once I get, like, awake and functioning, I'll probably hop in VC. But I'm gonna try and lay down and get some rest. I hope everyone else does as well. Yeah,
getting good sleep is incredibly important for both mental and physical health.
Yep.
We need all the help we can get right now, so definitely try to get some good. Everyone, not just you, Ben.
Yep. I know. And I will, once again, I haven't done this warning in a while, but we'll talk about it. Do not be like me. All right? I average about 4 hours of sleep a night. About 1/10% of the population can do that and not fucking die or suffer from hallucinations or any other weird side effects. I do not recommend it. Go to bed, get your own rest. We love Casey too. I will see you guys soon, I promise. Let's go hang out with someone who is super, super positive all of the fucking time and definitely deserves your follow. If you do not, you need to be on night shift for the relay. It's alright, I'll shoot you a fucking message anyway, you fucking silly human. Let's go visit our friend Mutsky, aka Kev. He's a very, very good human. I don't think anyone in this chat or in this voice call can say a bad thing about him. So let's go give our boys some love. Y'all take care. We'll see you tomorrow. Yep. If you're in the Discord, there's your chance. So go give our boys some love. We'll see you tomorrow. Be well.
Not happy with the holes the names did.
All right, boys. See you tomorrow. I'll be in VC maybe.